Doesn't it sound like a bit of a semi-finals to the big 2024 elections? Many looking at it like that because there's so much going on, viewers, which could, some suggest, put the Himachal Pradesh government at risk. But what we are getting you now is voting ended at 4 p.m. 5 p.m. As I speak, counting has begun on the 15 seats to be filled. Voting ends, counting set to begin. Will BJP snag one Rajya Sabha seat from Samajwadi Party in the state of Uttar Pradesh? Himachal nail biter still playing out. What sources say that 9 Congress MLAs cross-vote in Himachal Pradesh. If true, that could mean that the Himachal Pradesh government of the Congress is teetering. And if there is a trust vote, the government could fall. However, in midst of all of this, the Congress has called this propaganda. They are saying no one has cross-voted. But it is an open ballot where Rajya Sabha voting is concerned. So when a member of the assembly goes and casts his vote, he has to show it to a poll agent of his party. And that is what sources suggest has gone down in the state of Himachal Pradesh, where 9 of these MLAs have cross-voted. Where Uttar Pradesh is concerned, there is more coming in there. Samajwadi Party, in all probability, will lose the 3rd Rajya Sabha seat that it would have got if there was no cross-voting and the numbers had stuck together. Will that happen? We're going to get you the latest. But let's quickly cut across right now to get us more. Abhishek Mishra joins us live from Lucknow. Abhishek, counting begins, but what we have been given to understand, Uttar Pradesh BJP headquarters in Lucknow already celebrating. They think they have the 8th seat in the bag. Sanjay Seth might have made it at the cost of one of the 3 candidates of the Samajwadi Party. What are you picking up?
Well, absolutely, Preeti, and it is indeed another moment for the BJP to celebrate. Just before the general elections, the Uttar Pradesh Rajya Sabha, 8 of these candidates are straight going to the upper house, and this is what the BJP has strategized in advance. Yesterday only, the top leaders confirmed that they will have the numbers, there is no turning back, they will not have any kind of problem as far as these votes are concerned. But how it's going to happen, that was a big question, and that is resolved today when 8 of these members of Legislative Assembly from the Samajwadi Party has benefited BJP. 7 cross-vote, 1 absent and 1 from the BSP. So that is a very comfortable number for the BJP 3rd candidate, Sanjay Seth, to go to the upper house. And we are waiting for the official confirmation because the counting has begun.
You know, Abhishek, so who stands to lose out? Who stands to lose out because of the cross-voting was also very interesting, viewers. Of all these MLAs that had cross-voted where the Samajwadi Party is concerned, one word that was a constant was antaratma, subconscious. And it's very interesting because exactly the antaratma of only that number of MLAs, or the subconscious, has spoken of only those many MLAs that the BJP needed to snag the 3rd seat from Samajwadi Party. We're going to delve into that a little more and tell you a little more about that. But, you know, Abhishek, I want to bring you in. If the Samajwadi Party now loses one of the 3 candidates, will it be IS officer Alok Ranjan, Dalit leader Ramji Lal Suman, or will it be Jaya Bachchan actor? Who will lose the seat?
Well, with the situation right now, it looks like it's between Jaya Bachchan and Alok Ranjan. But that needs to be confirmed also because we have seen both of them getting along with Akhilesh Yadav when he left. He spoke to us also, and when we asked him about the kind of voting, how high it has happened, he clearly said to India Today that the power is speaking, the money, the package deal is speaking. So what do we expect? So in a way, Akhilesh has already accepted the fact that only 2 of them will get away to the upper house.
So we still don't know.
Indeed,
we still don't know who's going to lose out here. Akhilesh Yadav says that power is speaking and money power is speaking. But the MLAs who cross-voted have said Antaratma is speaking, subconscious is speaking. Therefore, they are voting for the Samajwadi Party. It's very interesting, viewers. That's what politics is. You know, stay with me. I'm going to come right back to our Uttar Pradesh reporter, but let's cut across to Vanaga, who's joining us from Karnataka. But the action is in Himachal Pradesh, that 1 seat in Himachal Pradesh with the candidature of Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Will that be at risk? And not just that, possibly the Himachal government, if cross-voting has happened, of 9 MLAs. Manjeet Sehgal, my colleague, joins us from Simla. Manjeet, the voting is over. Word coming in, there have been cross-voting where 9 MLAs are concerned. What are you picking up? Because this is an open ballot. You know, they are supposed to show who they have voted to a party poll agent. What are you getting in? Has it happened, or the Congress is calling it propaganda? Manjeet, can you hear me? Okay, we don't have Manjeet. We're going to cut across right back to Manjeet. So lots of action happening where Himachal Pradesh is concerned. You had Vikramaditya, well known not to get along with the incumbent chief minister. There are practically two camps where Himachal Pradesh Congress is concerned. One of course, Pratibha Singh, the mother, and Vikramaditya, and the other of Sukhwinder Singh Sukkhu, who is the chief minister of the state of Himachal Pradesh. And in the midst of all of this, when Vikramaditya came out and spoke to the press viewers, he said that he's voted according to his subconscious, like a lot of MLAs who cross-voted in Uttar Pradesh said they did it because of their Antar Atma has spoken to them. But I want to bring in Manjeet Sehgal. He's back with us. Manjeet, Congress calls it propaganda. They say that those 9 MLAs have not cross-voted. What are you picking up? It's an open ballot. They have to show who they have voted for to a poll agent of the party. What is transpired? Is it propaganda, or is there any truth in this cross-voting that has taken place in Himachal?
Well, Preeti, Congress was already fearing a cross-voting. That is why a CLP meeting was held in Shimla yesterday. All the MLAs were told that how to vote, that they should vote in favor of Abhishek Manu Singhvi, and they were particularly told that they will have to show their ballot paper that they have cast their vote in favor of Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Taking a cue from this diktat, even the BJP nominee Harsh Mahajan had also made a complaint to the Election Commission saying this was wrong. But the picture will be clear within a period of 10 minutes, Preeti.
Okay.
Counting is on here at the Himachal Assembly. There are allegations that cross-voting might have taken place. Even some Congress leaders are also claiming that there could be a cross-voting, but the picture will be clear within 10 minutes at 5:50.
You know, Manjeet, I want to stay with you because the picture will be clear, not practically just on whether Abhishek Manu Singhvi wins that seat where Himachal is concerned to Rajya Sabha, but the picture will also be clear whether Mr. Sukkhu's government is in danger in the state of Himachal Pradesh or not. Because if 9 have cross-voted, tomorrow what stops the BJP of asking for a trust vote? All right, we seem to have lost Manjeet Sehgal. We're going to try and connect back to him, but let's, while we wait on that, let's cut across to Anaga. Anaga, who's joining us from Karnataka, from Bengaluru. Anaga, take us through the latest. It seems, at least for the Congress, Karnataka is going down a little tamely. However, Himachal, Uttar Pradesh, there's mayhem.
Well, Preeti, for Congress, Karnataka is indeed a lucky place because right now what we are seeing is that all the odds are in the favor of Congress. The 3 independent MLAs and 1 political party, that is Gali Janardhan Reddy's party, all of them have voted for Congress, including BJP's own MLA, ST Somashekar. He has cross-voted for Congress, and another BJP MLA, Shivram Hebbar, he in fact didn't turn up at all. Maybe he was unsure. He did not really want to go against BJP. At the same time, he wanted to appease Congress. He did not turn up for voting. The voting percentage at this point is 99.5%. 222 MLAs have turned up for voting, except 1 MLA passed away the day before yesterday, and the other is an MLA from BJP, who is Shivram Hebbar, who did not turn up for voting. So at this point, when we look at what the prospects of BJP are, because I'll tell you why, because Congress, it's a sweep. When we looked at what DK Shivkumar was like when he gave that bite, his mood was a bit, upbeat. He was fine, he was calm, he was relaxed, indicating that he is very confident of a victory. But when it comes to BJP, it's really doubtful if Kupendra Reddy will be able to make that cut, because we have a lot of turncoats who have cross-voted, some people who have not turned up at all, independent MLAs siding towards Congress. Janardhan Reddy's vote was considered to be one crucial vote, because Yediyurappa himself had approached Gali Janardhan Reddy, but he swayed towards Congress party. So now we have the position for Kupendra Reddy, who is jointly fielded by BJP and JDS, very rocky.
All right, so, it's going to go down to what we expected in all probability. Anagha, what you're looking like right now is that joint candidate of the JDS might not quite make it, and comfortable for the Congress, and which is a big thumbs up for DK Shiv Kumar because he was practically the poll agent in this.
Well, that's right, Preeti. He wanted to make sure that there were no absentees from Congress, and that's why last night he took the entire Congress flock, all 135 MLAs from Congress party. They halted in Hilton Hotel here in Bengaluru. They stayed there overnight, and all of them turned up together here in Vidhan Soda, and that was the KPCC president's attempt to ensure that there will, there are going to be no absentees like Shivaram Hebbal. He made sure that he was the polling agent. He made sure that he saw each and every MLA's vote to ensure that nobody cross votes.
All right, Anagha. So, okay, let me break it down right now. What does it look like in Karnataka? There were 4 vacancies in Karnataka, and there were 5 candidates who were fielded, 3 from the Congress, 1 from the BJP, and 1 as a joint candidate where the JDS and the BJP is concerned. What has happened now? The Congress has been able to not just hold on to their MLAs, they've managed cross-voting from the BJP as well. So, 3 comfortable for the Congress, 1 for the BJP. The joint candidate seemingly might lose out. Of course, we're waiting for the results. While we wait for that, let's quickly take you through on what to expect as the mega Rajya Sabha battle heats up. Anytime now, viewers, we're going to know what the results on these 15 seats are where Rajya Sabha is concerned. India Today has learnt in Uttar Pradesh, that we pointed out, about 7 Samajwadi Party MLAs have cross-voted. 1 of them has abstained from voting. 1 BSP MLA has voted in favor of the BJP. And what we've been given to understand that in Uttar Pradesh, Samajwadi Party, in all probability, will lose out on the 3rd candidate. What was poised was the Samajwadi Party, if it had stuck to its flock, would have won where 3 candidates were concerned, and the BJP 7. Now it seems the Samajwadi Party has snagged, the BJP has snagged from the Samajwadi Party. The Samajwadi Party chief, Akhilesh Yadav, practically has accepted defeat of the party on the 3rd seat. Akhilesh Yadav said that the 3rd seat was a mere test for allies to know who is the real friend of SP. He also said that money, power and power is working where Uttar Pradesh is concerned. Earlier today, in a blow, the Samajwadi Party chief whip in the state assembly himself, Manoj Kumar Pandey, resigned from the chief whip post with immediate effect without assigning any reason. 5 SP MLAs also met UP Chief Minister Yogi in the assembly secretariat.
राज्यसभा के चुनाव में बीजेपी ने जिस तरीके से वोटिंग हो रही है, आप क्या कहेंगे?
पैकेज से वोटिंग हो रही है, डरा के वोटिंग हो रही है, और जब सरकार पूरी लगी होगी तो ऐसी वोटिंग कराएंगे, लोगों को ले जाएंगे अपने पास। हर एक में साहस नहीं होता है जो सरकार के खिलाफ खड़ा हो जाए। सरकार के खिलाफ खड़े होने में साहस चाहिए, और दबाव तो हर एक पे बनाया जाता है। ये बात कौन नहीं जानता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी जीतने के लिए कोई भी हथकंडा अपनाएगी। जिस भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने चंडीगढ़ में बेईमानी की हो, बैलेट से जब वोट पड़ा, जीतने के लिए उन बैलेटों को किस तरीके से बिगाड़ा गया, किस तरीके से वोट खराब किया गया, और अधिकारी के माध्यम से उस समय अगर सीसीटीवी ना होता और बैलेट से वोट ना पड़ा होता तो शायद भारतीय जनता पार्टी को इस तरह से बदनाम होते हुए नहीं कोई देख पाता। जहां तक यूपी का सवाल है, राज्यसभा के चुनाव में भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने सब कुछ किया है वोट लेने के लिए, और जो लोग गए हैं उनमें साहस नहीं रहा होगा सरकार के खिलाफ खड़ा होने में। देखिए, कार्रवाई निश्चित होगी, क्योंकि पार्टी के जितने भी हमारे साथी हैं उनका मानना है कि ऐसे लोगों को दूर कर दीजिए। अभी तक तो कद्दावर नेता लग रहे थे, लेकिन कद्दावर नेता निकले नहीं, ये बात समझ में आ गई।
आज योगी जी को अपने मत से धन्यवाद देने का दिन है, और आज मैं अपना और अपने समाज की तरफ से उनको धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ कि जो हम लोगों की कई वर्षों से पीड़ा थी, वो पीड़ा हम लोगों को उन्होंने समझा और उस दुख को समझा और दूर किया।
लेकिन आप कल जब बैठक में नहीं पहुंची थी समाजवादी पार्टी के, तभी से ये चर्चा हो रही थी। क्या नाराजगी आपको क्या थी? आपने नेतृत्व से बात की?
मैंने बता तो दिया ना, मैंने बता दिया कि आज का दिन माननीय योगी जी को धन्यवाद देने का दिन है। मैं अपने तरफ से और अपने समाज की तरफ से आज जो मैंने मत दिया है उनको धन्यवाद दिया है। बस
8 का दावा जिस दिन नामांकन हुआ था उस दिन भी हुआ था, आज मतदान हुआ है तब भी है। समाजवादी पार्टी के पास तीसरा कैंडिडेट जिताने की हैसियत नहीं थी। उन्होंने तीसरा कैंडिडेट उतार करके समाजवादी पार्टी के अंतर कलह को उजागर करने का उन्होंने अपने आप अवसर स्थापित किया है। और अगर आज समाजवादी पार्टी की ये खबर आ रही है कि उनके बहुत सारे विधायक उत्तर प्रदेश में और देश में जो विकास की गंगा बह रही है उसमें वह भी अपनी एक तरह से कहिए इस यज्ञ में आहुति डालना चाहते हैं और अपनी अंतरात्मा की आवाज पर ऐसे कोई हैं तो उनका हम स्वागत करते हैं।
तो कहा यह जा रहा है कि करीब 1 दर्जन ऐसे लोग हैं सपा के भीतर जो कि क्रॉस वोटिंग कर रहे हैं।
अब कितने लोग हैं ये मैं नहीं जानता, लेकिन अंतरात्मा की आवाज कितने लोगों की होगी, क्या होगी, ये तो वोटों की गिनती के बाद पता चलेगा। लेकिन मैं ये जानता हूँ 8 भाजपा के जीत रहे हैं, 2 सपा के जीत रहे हैं और सपा की हैसियत 2 की ही थी, उन्होंने तीसरा लड़ाया है और वो तीसरा हार रहे हैं। समाजवादी पार्टी का सफाया, ये तो राज्यसभा चुनाव है जी, आज 8 जीतेंगे, लोकसभा में 80 जीतेंगे।
There's a fascinating thing about politics, like you just heard. अंतर आत्मा की आवाज सुनी उन लोगों ने. The subconscious has spoken. What is also very, very interesting, viewers, is that the subconscious or the Antaratma has spoken of only those number of MLAs that are needed for the Samajwadi Party to lose a 3rd candidate and the BJP to add an 8th. Let's cut across right now to our political panelists this evening. R.P. Singh, National Spokesperson, BJP, Vivek Silla, Spokesperson, Samajwadi Party, Rashid Kidwai, Political Analyst, Radhika Khera, Spokesperson, Congress. Cutting across immediately to the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson, R.P. Singh. R.P. Singh, congratulations from 7. It seems you're going to get 1 extra Rajya Sabha seat from Uttar Pradesh. It seems that about 9 to 10 MLAs Antaratma has spoken, subconscious has spoken. What's also deeply interesting, R.P. Singh, exactly the number that possibly, or 1 extra, that you needed in Uttar Pradesh to snag a candidate from the Samajwadi Party.
Well, Preeti, it's a matter of coincidence that the number of MLAs who were cross-voted are the same number which are required for winning of the candidate. It's just a matter of coincidence. But fact is, when you try to suppress your party MLAs from not going to Ram Mandir, not participating in the function of the Ram Mandir, the opening of the Ram Mandir, obviously it picks the people's conscience also. And also the MLAs wanted to go and you said, no, you can't go. And then you defied them that opportunity. And then there are people who openly said that we have voted for certain reasons. And yes, also, can give me another 5 seconds. And then yes, people are looking forward for nation's progress. And then in that path of progress, they have voted for BJP. I mean, there's nothing wrong in it. So it's not that it's the exact tally and all. I mean, don't go by that. So, and let's wait for the exact result after another probably 5, while we are in new debate, the exact result will also come.
No, we're waiting for the results, but as I bring in the other political panelists, R.P. Singh, I'll ask you another question. We're talking about Antaratma, we are talking about subconscious, and these 8 MLAs who've actually said that it's because of their Antaratma that has now spoken up, like you also pointed out. But when it comes down to, Raja Bhaiya, there was a CBI case that had suddenly gathered a lot of speed about 2 months back against Raja Bhaiya. How did his Antaratma suddenly figure out that he needs to go towards the BJP and vote for the BJP, R.P. Singh?
Preeti, if the case is closed or case is not being pursued, then you have reason to ask. I mean, I don't understand why you're asking this question.
Sir, it's a question.
Because the case is not closed, nothing.
It's only a question. Raja Bhaiya, who supposedly, he's supposedly, as per many of your own party person, a criminal, quote unquote. Now suddenly his Antaratma is also in full swing. That's the question, sir. Plausible question, you are allowed to answer.
When he supports, thank you. When he supports Samajwadi Party or when he supports Congress, then he's okay. I don't understand, and then you don't raise questions that why he's supporting Samajwadi Party in the House or why he's supporting Congress otherwise. So it's up to the person to decide. But as I said earlier, as far as the rest of the MLAs goes, Mr. Manoj Yadav he was the chief whip of the party, and he said that his conscience was hurt because he was not allowed to go to Ram Mandir. I mean, and the stand which Samajwadi Party has taken against Ram, and also they didn't knuckle down the people who were talking about Ram and talking about Ram Manas. All the defamatory language which they use about Lord Ram and Ram Manas. Any conscious Hindu will his conscience will be pricked.
No, and also, sir, adding, and as I bring in the other political panelists into this conversation, what you said about, or what your party said about Raja Bhaiya, or what Samajwadi Party says about Raja Bhaiya is separate. It has nothing to us changing goalposts, but it's a question that we need to ask you on what really went down. But having said that, cutting across to the Samajwadi Party spokesperson, Vivek Silas, joining us. Vivek Silas, you can keep talking about power, you can keep talking about money power, you can keep talking about the use of the word Antaratma, but the question is very simple, Vivek Silas. Today, your political party has failed to keep its flock together, and in lieu of that, you have lost one seat, which was yours.
Yeah, very good evening to all of you, and very good evening to you, Preeti ji. Yeah, we were just 3 short of winning the third candidate from the Rajya Sabha. No doubt about it. Because Bharatiya Janata Party was 9 short. I think very rightly said by the national president of Samajwadi Party that the election for the third Rajya Sabha seat was actually to see and confirm the loyalists in the party. We wanted to see itself. Eventually, we came to know who were the black sheep amongst the Samajwadi Party. As far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, they are known to manipulate their elections by using money, muscle power, agencies, whatever you can say. The
Vivek Silas,
knows about it.
It's all good to say all of that, but there is absolutely zero acceptance of your own failure. These are your own party people. You should have been able to, rally your flock better.
Yeah. I don't deny from the fact it was, we trusted. Actually, it was the breach of trust. The trust that was there in people who you are showing on the screen. It was just a breach of trust. We never expected such thing would happen. We just came to know yesterday evening that...
Vivek Silas, the fact is your political party, your chief or your outfit is not so green behind the ears politically to now blame it on a breach of trust. You could have done a better job, and it's something that you need to accept and take responsibility of. But let me ask you a follow-up question. Of the 3 candidates that you fielded, which one will lose out? Will it be Jaya Bachchan, will it be Alok Ranjan, or Ramji Lal Summar?
Ma'am, first let me tell you, I was just watching your program, and one of your correspondents from Shimla was saying that crosswalk voting has been done in Himachal Pradesh also. तो वहां किसकी अंतरात्मा जाग गई? अर्पी सिंह साहब, क्या हो गया? यहाँ प्रभु राम की किसी पे कृपा नहीं हुई है, प्रीति।
मैं बताता हूँ।
यहाँ माता लक्ष्मी की कृपा हुई है। मैं बताता हूँ। यहाँ सिर्फ और सिर्फ जो काला धन,
सर जिसकी भी कृपा नहीं है, समाजवादी पार्टी किस पे कृपा नहीं कर रही?
यही बोल कर नुकसान करते हैं।
विवेक सिलास जी, समाजवादी पार्टी किस पे कृपा नहीं कर रही? मैंने 3 जो नाम गिने आपके कैंडिडेट हैं, उनमें से 2 कौन चुने जाएंगे?
I can just say, ma'am, that I am not aware of it. One has to go out for sure, but who's that one? I cannot say at the moment.
All right, I'm glad that even before the results are announced, at least you're conceding defeat. But let's cut across and open the panel and bring in our other guests into this conversation. Radhika Khera, National Spokesperson, Congress. Let me come to you. You might say it's propaganda. If it does, then yes, it was propaganda, and you would have saved the day. But if it is not, then the state of Himachal Pradesh, with what is going on there right now, is not just a loss for Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Radhika Khera, then your government there is at the brink, because tomorrow a trust vote could be called for.
Preeti, if we go as per the media reports, because I'm also waiting to know what the actual result is, but if we go as per your reports, then it is not a loss to the Congress government only. It is a loss to the nation, because the nation has been witness to the naked dance of murder of democracy right from just as recent as the Chandigarh mayor elections. We've seen what the Bharatiya Janata Party is up to. It's for everyone to see. We've seen how Supreme Court came down heavily on them. And we've been regularly seeing, the Chal Charitra Chehra of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Modi Sarkar. Darao, dhamkao, send the election department, the ED, to, and then force the opposition leaders you have to come and wash yourselves in our washing machines and join us. In every, वो कहते हैं ना साम दाम दंड भेद का इस्तेमाल करे, but Is this actually what a democracy stands for? Why can't they play fair and square? What is
No, one second.
the Bharatiya Janata
Radhika
Party's
Khera, we
fear?
can have this academic conversation till kingdom come, but the question is directly at your own political party. You failed in managing an election. You failed in rallying your own crew where Himachal Pradesh was concerned, and possibly failed in terms of picking your candidate from Himachal Pradesh, because there was a lot of resentment for an outsider like Abhishek Manu Singhvi. If you had picked better, you could have saved the day if these numbers hold, if they are true.
Preeti, you remember as recent as a couple of days ago, Justin Kurian Joseph made a statement. He said media as the fourth pillar of democracy has failed the country. I'm not saying this for you. I'm saying this for media as the whole, and this is not me. This is Justice Kurian who has said this. Why has he said this? Because when questions are asked from the opposition that you have failed to protect, I think there's the job of the media also to show the real face of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
You've quoted Justice Kurian.
Like I said, it's not about you.
No, madam, no, 1 second.
But it is very important here. Why?
Okay, you made your point. You've quoted Justice Kurian on the media. Let me quote the Chief Justice of India to you. Allow me. Radhika Khera, you've made a quote. Sir, ma'am, you've made a quote. I've understood.
Let me complete even for 1 minute.
Please finish.
Please let me complete, and then you're more than welcome to criticize or stand by what I say. Now, when the Justice Kurian has made a statement like this, why has he said that? Because the media is not doing its job when it comes to questioning the Bharatiya Janata Party and the BJP. How many debates were there? I'm leaving your channel alone. Let's talk about the entire debate. How many people have questioned the government of the day on the Chandigarh mayor election?
Madam, have you made your point now?
How many media channels? No, I have not. You gave everyone enough space, but you want to continue.
No, make your point. I'll give you time. Make your point.
Choice, not let the Congress bid. That's all right. No, we don't want us to speak. That's all right. We know.
Madam, please stop paying the victim.
For a six in the country. You want to stop us? That's fine, Preeti. But I didn't expect this from India today. Coming back to what I was saying, this is a naked dance of murder of democracy. It is very easy for you to say you are not keeping your flock together. Why is the Bharatiya Janata Party using the ED, CBI to scare the other party opposition leaders? Why cannot they play fair and square? What is Modi Sarkar so afraid of?
Okay. Have you made your point?
On their numbers?
Radhika Khera, have you made your point? Number one, please don't play.
Preeti, I will not speak it. You can go ahead.
Madam, you've been speaking ad nauseum for the last 4 minutes. Now, number one, please hear me out. Please stop being the victim. Number two, please hear me out. You gave an example and you elucidated for 2 minutes on how Justice Kurian made that point about a free and fair media and how it's, or the press, which is compromised. Let me quote the Chief Justice of India to you, ma'am. The Chief Justice of India also said, the opposition might be terribly weak, but the opposition cannot expect us to take the place of the opposition. So you've got to do your job. You cannot play the victim, madam.
You can divert the attention that the media has failed. That's all right, and put it back on the opposition. But the fact is, when we were in power, you questioned us, you ran stories against us. But today, when the Bharatiya Janata Party goes on to even rig the Chandigarh mayor polls, when our farmers are being being attacked by those drones, still the media keeps silent.
Madam, go back, look at India today. Madam, go back, look at India today and see the number of shows that we've carried on farmers. See the number of shows.
Is this debate about the media or about the Rajya Sabha election?
Shows we've carried about the farmers. See the number of shows we've carried about what went down in Chandigarh.
This is the Congress show.
Madam, 1 second, sir. 1 second. You're making a point on my show. Let me just make it very clear. Go back, check on the number of shows we have carried. Sir, please allow me. Please go back and check the number of shows we've carried. No, madam, nobody's taking it. But let me also say very clearly, as I open up our panel and bring in Mr. Kidwai into this conversation, let me make it clear, ma'am, we asked questions when you were in power. We will ask questions now, but we will also ask questions of the opposition along with the government. And we hope to do both. Please don't play the victim. And I'll come back to you and give you equal opportunity. Coming back and opening the debate, getting in Mr. Kidwai into this conversation. Mr. Kidwai, the Congress can say that it's money power, it's the death of democracy. Couldn't they have played what went down in Himachal better? If it's propaganda, then of course Mr. Sukku keeps his government and Mr. Singhvi comes into the Rajya Sabha in terms of the numbers that 9 have cross-voted or not. But if it's not, the fact is, Mr. Kidwai, couldn't the Congress have played its cards better? Maybe a Sonia Gandhi could have been elected or as a candidate from Himachal Pradesh, then an Abhishek Manu Singhvi.
Thank you, Preeti. I think, Preeti, 27th February would be a sad day if there is, cross-voting takes place. The political parties, including the BJP and the Congress, are making it very clear that it is, might is right. Jiski lati, uski bhais. There's been reports of cross-voting in Karnataka, where Congress is in power. Mr. D.K. Shivkumar is gloating over the fact that BJP MLA cross-voted. Similarly, we see in Uttar Pradesh, where the BJP is, gloating over the fact that Samajwadi Party MLAs have voted. This is not call of conscience or antaratma. Ye zamir ki awaaz nahi hai. This is, a kind of, how do I say, this is the open and blatant horse trading. And the political class, including my friend Mr. R.P. Singh, forgets that it was in 2001, Atal Bihari Vajpayee government had brought this, amendment in Rajya Sabha polls instead of secret voting.
Open ballot, yes.
Open ballot, so that people get to know who's voting for what. And Mr. R.P. Singh may not remember the speeches that Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee had made, and Pramod Mahajan, who had piloted this bill, had said that with this we're going to end all those, rupiye paise ka rail pale and misuse of money power, muscle power in Rajya Sabha. But we are seeing that 23 years later, same thing is happening, and the same people who were supposed to protect all these bad practices are gloating over it, calling it a master stroke.
You're right there. You're right there, Mr. Kidwai. Very well put. We're going to come right back. I'll go across to RP Singh, go back to Radhika Khera. But let's quickly dip into the latest news break that is coming in. Well, it seems, at least right now, the noise that is being made where the BJP unit in Himachal is concerned. The BJP claims that Sukhwinder Sukhu's government is losing majority, that 9 Congress MLAs have cross-voted. Will the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh now face a floor test? When asked if the state BJP will demand a floor test, Himachal Pradesh Leader of Opposition, former Chief Minister Jairam Thakur says, budget will be presented tomorrow. We will discuss the budget tomorrow and then we will see the situation. But I can see that the government has lost the majority. All of this, viewers, coming in even before the results have been declared. Listen.
आज हाउस के अंदर जो परिस्थिति बनी, जब फाइनेंशियल बिल जो चर्चा हो रही है और उस पर जब चर्चा के बाद मतदान होना था, मतदान में जो है वॉइस वोट के आधार पर ही स्पीकर ने हाउस को एडजर्न कर दिया। हमने डिवीजन मांगा, डिवीजन नहीं दिया गया क्योंकि उनका बहुमत नहीं था। वहां पर बहुमत हाउस के अंदर उस वक्त वहां पर उपलब्ध नहीं था उनके पास। और ऐसे हालात में जिस प्रकार से परिस्थिति वहां पर बनी हुई है, बौखलाहट में है कांग्रेस पार्टी। अभी मैं कुछ ज्यादा नहीं कहना चाह रहा हूं। और हम सचमुच में हैरान हैं जिस प्रकार से विधानसभा अध्यक्ष का रवैया है। विधानसभा के अध्यक्ष ने जब फाइनेंस बिल पर, बजट पर हमारी चर्चा के बाद जब वोटिंग हो रही थी, वोट के लिए हमने डिवीजन मांगा, डिवीजन नहीं दिया, हाउस एडजर्न कर दिया। और उसके बाद दूसरी बार जब रीअसेंबल हुआ तो हाउस थोड़ा सा शोर डालने के बाद कल तक के लिए एडजर्न कर दिया।
Well, is there any truth in what the former Chief Minister is saying? Well, till now we don't know, but sources indicate that yes, there's been cross-voting in the state of Himachal Pradesh. And if at all 9 MLAs have cross-voted, what does it augur in for the Congress front straight of Himachal Pradesh?